Hi, my name is Mike Arce, CEO of Loud Rumor, an organization that helps fitness studios all over the world grow and be more successful. I'm also the host of Top Fitness Business Podcast, the GSD Show, and your host on this podcast as well. And the goal of this podcast is to help you stay informed on some good ideas that your fitness studio can implement to succeed during this pandemic. And in this episode, I wanted to talk to you about adding and embracing nutrition into your offerings. You know, back when you were a fitness studio or gym, you may not have had a lot of resources or emphasis on nutrition, may have left it up to them. And I know some studios do, which is great. It's a lot easier of a transition for you. But for everyone else, there's two things I want you to really embrace. Number one is nutrition and making sure that you really provide resources for them so they know exactly how to eat during this time. They're going to be a lot less active. They may have less options. They may be inclined to eat a lot more carbs and stuff that lasts longer, frozen foods, and order stuff from Postmates and all that, because it gets to the point where they really don't know what to do. Well, here's the problem with that. The worse they eat, if they're going to eat worse and they're working out with you, if the amount of worse that they eat is higher than the amount of better that your fitness program is than what they were already doing, well, then they may actually notice that they're getting worse results since starting in your program. Now, here's the thing. If they didn't start in your program and they ate the same way, the results would be even worse. But they don't know that. All they're going to do is go, man, since I started this workout, I've actually gained weight. And they're not going to put the math together. A lot of people don't really understand nutrition is such a big part of their success. So with that, one of the two things I want you to focus on is making sure that you really emphasize nutrition. At Loud Rumor, one of the things that we're adding this week is an entire suite of 60 different videos that teach your members how to eat healthy in all different ways. I'm talking topics like how much water should I drink and does quality matter? Paleo diets, pros and cons. Should I eat before bed? What's a good example for breakfast? What are macros? How do I determine how many calories I should have? How do I determine what my macro should be? And we've actually gotten in some incredible nutrition professionals in order to help create this content that's based off awesome intelligence to help you be able to provide something to your members that's better and effective, and it doesn't take time out of your day. So please make sure that you do that. Whether you're using our system or not, make sure that you really emphasize nutrition, because they will drop out of your program if they don't get results, or worse, if they feel like they've gotten more out of shape, which they inevitably will, regardless of your fitness program, if they're eating significantly worse than they were prior to this pandemic. So make sure you get that in place. The second thing is find a way to keep them active throughout the rest of the day. Most people have an Apple Watch or some sort of a device, a watch, a Fitbit or some sort that allows them to be able to track their steps. Even your phone in your pocket can track your steps. So challenge people to find a way to get 8,000 steps in a day, 10,000 steps in a day, whether it's walking in their backyard, walking throughout the house, if they can go around the block, feel safe, whatever. But challenge people to still get their steps in, because that is something that's going to dramatically reduce as well, which gives you a disadvantage. Normally throughout a day, a person might put in an average of 7,000 to 8,000 steps. If they're in an office, they're working, doing stuff, especially if they're in businesses like waitressing and bartending and daycares and stuff like that, right? Anything that gets them active. However, in this case, now they're at home. They're kind of trapped. They're gonna be sitting down a lot. So now their steps might go from 7,000 to 8,000 down to 1,500 to 2,000, right? It's 3 times worse. So over the course of a week, you're talking they're getting 3 to 4 times less activity. You've got to make sure you find a way to challenge them to not only emphasize nutrition, but also emphasize everyday normal activity by measuring their steps and keeping them active. Super important. All right, hope you've all found this valuable, and see you in the next episode.